Welcome back to NYT Farm. Today we are going to show you how to grow wheatgrass. I have 24 jars here and I'm going to do 24 trays. So we will get started. Now these jars are ball jars. They are the 8-ounce ball jars, and not all ball jars are created equal. So I recommend that when you start out to weigh out your seeds, that you zero out your scale every time you put a jar on. So we are going to do that. We'll zero this out. We are going to do this in ounces, and we are going to have 7 ounces of seed in each of these jars. So we have our wheatgrass seeds right here. Take these out. Alright, I'm going to put 7 ounces in each jar. Alright, 7 ounces. Now I am going to put 7 ounces in each one of these, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, now that we got the jars full with 7 ounces of wheatgrass, we're going to put the water in. And we're going to fill the jars up because the wheatgrass will absorb the water. Alright, so we'll let this fill up and we'll be back with you in just a moment. Alright, I got my water now. The reason I do this is because I want to put some of this grapefruit seed extract in here. Kill any bacteria that might be in the water. We drink the water, so it doesn't really hurt us. It ain't gonna hurt the plants. But that's what I want to do. Okay, now we're going to take these jars and we're going to fill them up. Alright, it doesn't have to be all the way to the top, just fill it up. Then I'm going to put a lid on it. I'm going to give it a little bit of a mix. Make sure all those seeds are wet. Once I've done that, I can take this off and I'm going to put a sprouting lid on it. Okay, so these are just the lids that have the holes in them. I'm going to put that on there. There we go, finally. Alright. And that is what we're going to do for tonight. We're going to do this for all these jars, the same exact thing. And the reason is we're going to do this for an 8-hour soak. Come back. Right now it is in the evening, so tomorrow morning, bright and early, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to drain the water out of these jars. And then we're going to start the germination process. So these are going to soak for at least 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Well, good morning. It is time to continue with our wheatgrass grow. I finished filling these jars and putting water in them last night, and it's been soaking now for I'd say about 8 to 9 hours. Alright, so I'm going to drain the jar and we're going to rinse it out twice and turn it upside down on these stands right here that I have set up. So here we go. We'll drain the water from last night. I'm just going to swash it around to get all of those seeds rinsed off. There's a lot of dust and dirt on them, so we're just going to get that all off of there. Alright, so we're going to dump that water out. And then we're just going to set it over here on these trays. I'm just going to twist the jar around and get all those seeds as much as possible attached to the side of the jar and open up more air inside that jar. Okay, so now we're going to just turn it upside down on these little stands here. Alright, so I'm going to continue with the rest of these, and in 8 hours we will come back and do it again. So I will see you in about 8 hours. Well, welcome back. It's been 8 hours and this has been sitting upside down, and what we're going to do now is we're going to show you a close-up of the seeds. Not much has been happening today over the first 8 hours. I can see the germination is barely getting started. A little white on the corners. I don't know if you'll see that in the video. But we've got all these lined up. And what we're going to do now is we are going to do what we did this morning. We're going to rinse this out twice. And then we're going to flip it back upside down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out one tray at a time. Get all of these off of here. Because there's water in this tray. I want to dump that water out. We'll get them out of there, straighten these up so we can put it back. And now we're going to rinse these out and get them back on the trays. So this is real simple. We're just going to fill it up. Shake it up. You don't really have to rinse it twice now. You can do it just once if you want. Just to get the seeds wet again. That's all we're doing. Keep that germination process going. Because by the time we're done with this, these seeds are going to expand. Germination is going to take place. They're going to look like little spiders inside there. And it's going to fill this jar up. So that's one. We'll actually get that around the glass so that it can get some airflow in there. We're going to do the rest of these, and we'll see you back in another 8 hours. Well, good evening. Welcome back. It is Saturday evening, and we are on our wheatgrass grow. So we are going to take these jars off of this tray and empty the water out of the trays. Now, as we did this morning, we are going to rinse our seeds one more time. To give you a little look at the seeds close up. Now, it's not obvious, but if you can look real close when the video clears up, you can see where the seeds are starting to germinate. You see the little white ends coming out of the seeds. It's germinating. So what we want to do is we're going to rinse these seeds again, give them some more water, and let the germination continue. Alright, so we're going to do that in the sink right here. I'm going to show you one. And again, we're only going to do this one time for each jar. So we're just going to get it mixed up in there and make sure all those seeds get some water. Drain it out. And again, we're going to spin the jar and let those seeds attach to the side. And then we're going to just flip it upside down like that. Okay, so we got 23 more of these to go. I'm not going to make you sit through this every 8 hours. Just know that I will show you updates, and we'll speed through those updates and show you video clips of those every 8 hours. But basically, we're just going to do the same thing every 8 hours and rinse these until we're ready to put them back, put them into the trays for seeding. Alright, another 8 hours has passed and we are starting to see germination taking place a lot better. Today is Sunday afternoon. We have been rinsing this wheatgrass for, since we started Friday night. Okay, Friday night, you remember that we soaked it, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, this morning. We rinsed it out. And now, as you can see, take a close look at it. The germination process has well begun. The seeds are filling the jar completely now. So we are going to go ahead and put this in the tray and seed it before it gets so packed in here that it won't come out. So what we're going to do, we have our mesh tray again, and we are going to rinse this one last time. And I do have my gloves on today because I'm going to be spreading this around on the tray, and I don't want to touch it with my bare hands. Alright, so there we go with this. Fill this up again. I'll open it up now. Alright, and we're going to dump these into this. I'm going to have to set it down into the sink for now, but and we'll just rinse this out and dump it into the tray. We'll just set that down in the tray. And then we're going to take this out and to the big room, and I'll show you how we're going to seed it. Okay? So let's head out to the big room. Alrighty, we are out here now in the big room. We're going to seed our wheatgrass, and as you know, we have a bottom tray, no holes. We have a top tray with holes, and then we're going to have another bottom tray to set on top. Okay, I'm going to jump in here real quick because I want to do a test. I have these mesh trays that have a bunch of holes in them. Okay, so this is not your standard tray. It's got a lot of holes. The wheatgrass roots will grow through these holes and build up underneath the trays, and they'll actually sit in the water when you water the tray. And it will end up pushing the tray up. While the standard tray with just these few holes in it, okay, it will grow the roots through the holes as well, but they won't really build up like the mesh tray does. The roots will actually build up on top of the tray underneath the coconut coir. And so what I want to do is I want to see which tray is the better tray, which one's going to give me the best yield. So at the end of this video, I will give you the numbers and show you the average for the 12 standard trays and the 12 mesh trays, and we'll see which one gives me the best results. All right, so stay tuned. But to speed things up, I've already put the coconut coir in the tray for you, and we are going to go ahead and seed this now. So I'm just going to dump this in here. Set that aside, and we're just going to spread this around nice and even. So what we're going to do now is we're going to water this just like we do normally. Get my water out here. You want to give this enough water because, especially around the edges. Again, when you put the tray on top, the edges can dry out, and then they don't really do much. They just kind of die because they're too dry. Now you can wet the soil beforehand and then put the seeds in if you want. Because we did we did wet these seeds before we took them out of the jar. Now we're going to put some hydrogen peroxide solution over it. Now wheatgrass is prone to molding. It looks like cotton. It can really fill in, and that's not good. Now it's not going to hurt the plant. It's all external of the plant. So if you want to harvest it, you just cut above that and you can use the grass. So when you are growing this, my recommendation is to not overwater the seeds during the grow process. Now if you check this over the next couple of days and the seeds on the outside are not growing properly, give them some water because they're drying out. Because when you set this tray on here, you have these edges that can dry out. So keep an eye on those. Then once the grass starts growing, it will push this tray up. So in about 2 days, we'll probably take this tray off and put it under lights. Right now, we're just going to put it on a shelf, just like this. No weight, just the tray top. All we're trying to do is keep the moisture in right now. It's already germinated. We want the roots to go down, not up. So the tray here will help do that. All right, so we are going to take this into the grow room and find a shelf for it. All right, so follow me. All right, so we're going to put this over here on this shelf. So if you want to come over here, we'll show you that. All right, so this is going to be here for, say, 2 days before we take this tray off. Again, we're going to play it by ear. And we're going to see, once this grass starts pushing this tray up, it's thumbs up, we'll take it off. All right, so I have 23 more of these to do. I'm going to fill this whole rack up with 24 trays, and I'll see you back here when we take the lid off. Welcome back. I just finished seeding all of my wheatgrass trays. I have my mesh top trays on these bottom 2 racks, and I have the standard top trays on these top 2 racks. So there are 12 trays, 6 on each shelf, and I have 12 of the standard top trays, and I have 12 of the mesh top trays. Now I have the lights on right now just so that you can see it a little better. I will turn those off, and these will remain without lights on them just as they are, and we will come back and take a look at them when they start pushing up against the top tray. So we will come back and we will take care of these in about 2 days. Welcome back to our wheatgrass grow. Today is Tuesday morning. We are going to check on our wheatgrass. We have it on our shelves, and it is still in what we would call a semi-dark out. We didn't turn the trays upside down, we just set them on top. So I have the lights on so that we can see it better, and we will go over there and check it out. Wheatgrass is starting to push up our trays. So we are going to take the trays off today and give all of these some water. Alright, so all we're going to do is our 1.5 ounces of water, and we're just going to do like we always do with every plant. We're just going to pick it up and dump it in. And we're going to do the same thing for the other 23. Alright, that's all 24 trays. And we will watch these and give you an update visually. Alright, see you then. Alright, welcome back to our wheatgrass grow. We've had our wheatgrass under the lights now for 24 hours, and it is growing really well. So I'm going to take you over there and let you see. Okay, so we'll come back and take another look at them maybe tomorrow, give it a couple updates, see how fast it's growing. But today we're going to see if they need some water, and we'll water them if they do. All right, so we'll see you next time. So this is our standard top trays. And then our mesh top trays. So we're going to give these some water today, and then we'll come back tomorrow. Today is day 6 of our wheatgrass grow. It is Saturday evening. I'm going to give you a look at how the wheatgrass is done, and then we'll check to see if it needs any water. Welcome back to our wheatgrass grow. We are going to take a look today. It is day number 8. And we have our test going on. We have the top 2 shelves, standard. The bottom 2 shelves are the mesh trays. So let's see how they look. All right, we are back. Now, today, for information purposes, today is day 11. I did let this go an extra day, and it looks pretty good. So we are going to cut this, and this is our standard tray. So we're going to cut the standard tray first. We're going to put it in this tub. So let's zero this out. So we're going to go ahead and cut this. Wheatgrass is easy to cut. It's like cutting your lawn. And because I'm going to juice it, I'm just going to put it in a big tray. I'm not selling it like this to my customers. All right, so we got 9.7 ounces. And just to show you, I haven't switched it out. This is still the mesh tray. All right, so we're going to cut this next. All right, this tray got me 10.85 ounces, so a little bit more, 91. So you got to decide whether that's enough for you. I'm going to check all the other trays so I can get a good average on which ones are doing better. And I will put that average at the end of the video. But for now, we're going to end this video. That's how you grow wheatgrass. Well, thank you for joining me on this wheatgrass grow. As promised, I'm going to throw these numbers up for you. The mesh tray had a total of 141.6 ounces, and that is an average of 12 trays at 11.8 ounces average. The standard trays had 139.35 ounces out of the 12 trays, the average being 11.61. So 11.61 versus 11.8. So that is not enough of a difference to me to be using the mesh trays. So I'm going to stick with the standard trays. It's easier to get the roots out of the tray, and I'm going to stick with those. So, as always, If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to it, and share it with all your friends. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.